All right, welcome back. Everyone grab your seat. Hey. It is. I don't have my name tag on. All right, we're going to draw a prize. Little prize drawing. Reach in here. All right, so it's a number between... Yeah, I'm sending you the number. Who's got it? Yeah, everybody's got it. Okay, so it's 0570106. That's... Oh. All right, so my instructions are you need to go see Vicki. All right? So congratulations. Let's give her a nice round of applause. Okay, so what we're going to start off, Dan's going to be back in just a few minutes. We're going to start off with a couple really cool clips. The first one is from Pitchman. Again, you want to watch it really carefully it's highly entertaining, but for exactly what Dan talked about, that what they're demoing doesn't have anything to do with how the thing actually works. And then we'll talk a little bit about the Houdini clip in a little bit more depth. So do you want to start that?
Family Man Matt's a big idea guy from a small town in Wisconsin.
Can you give me a hot dog, please?
I have 4 kids, 2 older daughters, 2 younger sons. I got too many pets to name, but English bulldog named Flash, a pig named Olivia, 2 ferrets. It's like we got a zoo. And I've always kind of had a creative eye for inventing things and whatnot.
For years, Matt and his high school buddy Troy would develop potential products for race cars. One day, they stumbled on a strange soy-based substance.
Made some mistakes. Actually, it was a math error. Ended up with a big gob of goo.
It never ever solidified, never got hard.
I threw it in the garbage. Matt dug it out, and he said, this is neat stuff. We could sell this. And I looked at him like, yeah, you're nuts.
A series of tests revealed that the goo they created was amazingly shock absorbent. Now they had a solution, but they needed to find the most common problem it addressed.
Whether you're a waitress, a stewardess, or a construction worker, you're standing on your feet 24/7. So we picked a product that we could make a big dent in American society and really help the working blue-collar guy and make a product that's better than anything on the market. This gel and put it inside of a shoe insert, it takes out all the shock and energy and impact out of your leg.
It's Mother Nature approved, then it's safe on your colored fabrics. So the demonstration's got to be...
Watch this. Look, I can stick my hand in there and then go.
All right.
Oh, shoot. Watch the table bounce.
Your hand okay?
Oh, yeah.
Can you move all your fingers? You sure about that?
Yeah, 100%.
It's one of the best demonstrations I've ever seen in my life. Hit it harder. Come on. Yeah, give it to me. Ready? No, you do it.
No, come on, put your hand
No.
There's no trickery here or anything, right?
No.
I mean, you feel a tiny bit, but I mean, if you did that without that, I'd be
No, I
going to hospital
wouldn't
right
attempt to do it.
That's a great demo. There's a way of doing everything the wrong way and the right way. Matt knows how to do it the right way, and he knows how to get your attention. I have to teach Billy to do it the right way. Matt, I want you just show me how hard you hit it.
What you do is you wind back.
That's the difference between 1 million and 2 million right there. Are you man or mouse?
Now it's a matter of rehearsing the demonstrations for the cameras and making sure they're the best way to sell Matt's product.
You take the brick and you go.
All these demos are great demos when you're sat in front of someone on a kitchen table or in a conference room, but we have to make you look good on TV. You've got this much room. This is a no smoke and mirrors demo. So you're right, how do we release this brick?
Go up higher.
It can't really go much higher, you won't see it.
Oh. I don't think it's going to break them.
So I get something heavier. Do these been used, these insoles?
The brick on the candy demo is too small for TV, but Sully's got another idea. How about 6,000 pounds of rolling steel?
We have the smashing demo, and I love it. But if I was really doubting it, I'd be like, there's some smoke, some mirrors. Even though it's great visual impact, how hard's he really hitting it? How much springs in the table?
We're doing the hammer twice. If that doesn't show what we're going to do
This is
here...
going to be the first time in history that someone actually ran over the hand with a car. Now hold on to Matt. Stand on me and then stand on him.
Stand on my feet. On my feet.
Stand on his feet.
Now let's bounce.
Oh man, I want that.
How is that?
I need it.
I'm talking, I'm fine.
You're fine. He's fine.
Sully's got the perfect idea, but it's Billy who'll have to put his hand on the line.
Hey, it never was about the money. It's about the demo, baby. Get under there. Great. Better than the M&M demo, huh?
M&M, that's your own fingers.
I'll do it. That's a big deal, baby. That's a lot of work. Why do these infomercials have to be stressful? And who's crazy enough to try a demo to drive over their hand with? I mean, come on.
I'll do it with my right hand, but...
Matt, we're taking 5 minutes to do some lighting, all right? To adjust the lighting.
The script is locked. The demos are set. The team is confident. It's time for Billy Mays and Anthony Sullivan to create the perfect pitch.
It's that moment everybody's been waiting for. Myself, Sully, the crew. This is exciting. This is what we live for.
Today's the big day we've been waiting for 2-3 years, really, to culminate into the first shoot. So, I'm totally excited.
Someone mark Billy's spot, please, with a bit of green tape. Quiet on set, please. Smack it as hard as you can. Go for it. This is the one take. Roll tape. Quiet on set, please. Make sure your cell phones are off. 3, 2, 1. Big smile and action.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the world's greatest insole, Impact Gel. Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? To show you the amazing protection you get from Impact Gel. And this hammer is real.
That's good. That was good.
I like you to hit it twice.
Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? To show you that the powerful... Oh, jeez, I didn't break the hammer.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
Jeez, you're killing me, man. I'm already there, and you're like...
Okay. Okay.
I do 3, 2, 1 to you, and it's ridiculous.
What? I'm giving you the 3, 2, 1 action.
No,
That's how I've always done it with you.
Just give me an action.
Okay.
Just like I did to you, all right?
Okay. And...
Now you're going a little premature, okay?
And action.
Hi, Billy Mays here for the world's greatest insole, Impact Gel. Why am I smashing my hand with this hammer? To show you the amazing protection you get from Impact Gel. And this hammer is real.
Nice, very nice. Very nice.
Sully and Matt are pleased with the intro. Now it's time for Billy to hammer home the offer.
A $60 value, all for just $19.99. Here's how to order. But I'm still not done. Just pay separate processing and handling. Just pay.
That was kick.
All right.
That was great.
I've done some over-the-top demos, and this is probably the toughest demo I've done to date.
A 10-pound hammer is one thing, but a 6,000-pound car is another. But that's what it's going to take to put Matt's new shoe inserts over the top.
Going to run over Billy's hand with a car, but Impact Gel is going to protect his hand.
It's a great demo, and Billy's going to do it. He's going to make it happen.
Okay. Dude, what's your copy?
Talk about shock absorbency. I'm going to let a
On the word 6,000, he's going to...
I'm going to let a 6,000-pound car run over my hand.
That's the protection you get from Impact Gel.
That's the protection you get from Impact
You got to
Gel.
pull it out and go like that to camera. Because they need to see the payoff is that your hand's not crushed.
Something about a car, 3 tons running over my hand, just scares me a little bit.
I'm hoping he does it. I mean, I really want him to do it. It's a scene. He's in the scene, and I want everyone to know it's his hand. And it's going to look good, hopefully. I'm sorry, I got to focus on this.
I'm going to use my right hand.
What are you, right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
I would save that one just in case it goes wrong.
I'm extremely nervous.
All right, the critical thing here is you have to make sure your hand is in the right place, okay? And
get out, move on.
And just focus. We're rolling on rehearsal, yeah.
No. I'm a little nervous. This is nuts. You think this is funny? I mean, this is not a joke.
Buddy, man up.
Man up.
It doesn't matter how much I tell him he can do it. It's still, it's a tough demo to have a cards right over your hand.
Let's just get Aubrey off to the side just in case something happens.
Everyone settle. All ready? Here we go.
Talk about...
Wait. Here we go. We're going to do it. Put your hand underneath. Come on, Billy. Come on. Here we go. Quiet, everyone, please. Quiet on set. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, action.
Talk about shock absorbency. I'm going to let this 6,000-pound car... What the paint?
Are we going on bang or 6,000?
Bang. Put your hand back in. When he says 6,000, just bang on 6. When he hits the car, go. Clear?
Talk about...
Wait. Action.
Talk about shock absorbency. I'm going to let this 6...
Let's, Billy, just relax.
Back it up. No, not to relax. Come on.
Are you going to do this or not?
Give me one more chance.
You gotta give your eyes a lens here.
Billy, move over.
Ready? Quiet, please. 3, 2, 1, action.
Talk about shock absorbency. I'm going to let this 6,000 car... I can't.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not doing it.
Why not?
I'm crazy, but I'm not stupid. And maybe it doesn't hurt. I've smashed my hand with that hammer all day long, and I still got to smash my hand some more.
You said you would do it all day.
Look.
I'll do it.
Can I have a blue shirt?
Coming
That's
down.
right, it's fine, it's fine.
I have to go out there and pitch all the time. These are my weapons. This is what I work with. I'm not behind the camera, yelling action. If he wants to do it, he can do it. I don't have to prove anything.
You rolling, Dave? Okay, ready? If this all goes to plan, I'm just going to pull my hand out and go like that, all right?
Yeah.
Go. Yeah. Go. That is the last time I'm doing that today.
Sully will probably never let me live this down. In fact, we'll be out after this show gets on the air. People probably will say to me, Billy, great demo. You let that car run over your hand. And Sully will be there and say, those are my hands. Those are my hands.
Director Arwen needs one more hand smashing take, and Billy needs to give it all he's got.
You were never going to do it.
I'm not saying anything. I'm not a chicken. Never want
You Hulk now? You should have just told me from the get-go you weren't going to do it. And then
I was going to do it, Sully. I was going to do it.
So why did you not do it then?
You know what? I need my hands. You don't need your hands.
Oh, no, you just don't need my hands. I never use them. I don't eat. I don't wipe my bum. I need them.
Call action.
All right. Okay.
Seriously, I'm not.
Go to mommy. Go to mommy.
No.
Run to mommy. Run to mommy.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
Watch this. If I tried this without the protection of impact gel, I would break every bone in my hand. And this hammer is real.
You never hit that so hard before.
It was hard to watch.
Okay, the next clip before Dan comes up is Houdini, and Dan talked about how it's actually easier to do the escape hanging upside down for a number of reasons. Also because just the dynamics of it. But the other thing is Houdini, which a lot of people don't talk about, was really popular in that era for what he was, which was an escape artist, which actually acted as a metaphor in symbolism. Dan talked about symbolism earlier. And so back then, in Houdini's time, people felt really, really trapped and that they couldn't get out and that they couldn't escape from their circumstances. And so he was using that as a metaphor, which made him actually even more popular and more powerful because of the symbolism and the metaphor. So let's watch Houdini escape upside down.
So that's the way to do demos. Now, to do anything, Dave and I were just saying, the guys that do that stuff today, it's safe. That actually, you got to be about half nuts, because that's a real rope, and that's a real crane, and things can go bad. And that is what it's like doing television, by the way. If you've never been around an infomercial shoot, that's exactly what it's like. There's always somebody who doesn't want to do what they're supposed to be doing toward the end. So we go back to work. I am going to talk about Hijack 18, proof by numbers. How many so far have at least one thing to go do that you weren't doing, or that you're going to do better or do differently? Or good, very good, very good, very good. All right, so here's an interesting thing about safety in numbers, right? First of all, of course, it's stupid, like most ways that people respond to things. So when I was a kid, everybody wanted their daughters to double date, so that would be safer. All it did is give people the two guys who could take turns being the lookouts. That's all it did. But so we think, and it's more, when you drop down below about 40 years of age, leadership position, 50 million served, 2 million this, 1 million that, doesn't make as much of a difference as it does when you start climbing to consumers 40 and up. But there is still a general idea that if enough people believe something, or drive something, or buy something, it's got to be good, surely, because there's all these people who do it. And the number never really has to be in context either. So like working on this Invisalign stuff, this orthodontist stuff, so it's 2 million, isn't it? Is that the number? So it's over 2 million people have had Invisalign so far, the invisible braces. So that's a big number. And it'll make a really cool graphic in the video, because we're going to have first one little photo of a happy, smiling person, and then we're going to have them pop up. We'll never get to 2 million, but we're going to have a crap load of them pop up and fill the screen, and isn't that wonderful? But what does that really mean? First of all, there's 250 million people in the country, so I don't know if 2 million is that big of a number or not, but in isolation, it sounds like a big number. It doesn't tell us how many people still chose to have traditional braces. I don't even know that number. Maybe it's 8 million, damned if I know, right? But I know the 2 million sounds like a big number. So this survey is done by Skeptic Magazine of 1,000 people who believe in UFOs and alien abductions. If you don't know what that is, that's when the alien takes you up to the thing and probes you and whatever and brings you back. There's a whole speaking circuit of this, by the way. There is. There's people who make a living going around to events of believers in UFOs and alien abductions, speaking about having been abducted. And they've written books, and they got DVDs, and a million subcultures, man. So of the 1,000 people who believe in both UFOs and alien abductions, self-identified, ask for the reasons that they believe. 816 of the 1,000 stated as their number one reason, the sheer number of reports means there must be some truth to it. So if enough people believe something or are presented as believing something, there must be something to it. It must be true. And yet we know crowds are, stupid. I mean, herd movement is made up entirely of dumb animals. That's what it is. But this is a persuasive thing. The other number, so here's a Investors Business Daily survey of 1,000 active investors. So these are people who are actively in the market. 87% agreed with this statement. If stock prices are rising, they are very likely to continue rising. %87 of active investors. And pretty much people respond to that way to all trends. Whatever is happening that you can demonstrate is happening, people believe is going to continue to happen. We all know that's what goes up must inevitably come down, right? But all investor balloons are caused this way, and they are caused again and again and again. So you guys from London right now, you have this giant real estate bubble over there because of Chinese and Russian people trying to park their money somewhere. It won't be confiscated. Giant luxury condo towers with nobody living in them. And the prices keep going up, not because of what the thing is, for an alternative purpose. Right? We now have another tech bubble here. Huge. Just stupid. What does the company do? We don't know. Does it make any money? We don't know. Will it ever make any money? We don't know. But it's worth $8 billion. $8 billion. I mean, it's insane. But, well, those prices are going up, so I got to get in because they'll continue to go up, right? So when you understand how people react to these numerical facts, you can find some to use for whatever it is that you do that make your case. Last, there's what I call a stretch number, which is a number that is accurate, it is factual, about a certain thing. And you stretch it over like a rubber band to apply to what it is that you do. Right? So I often use, for a variety of purposes, which is the point, I use the Forbes 500 list of the richest people in America, which Forbes issue out every year if you don't know. And there are little profiles of the 500 richest people in the world, excuse me. Well, you have 500 really rich people, right? Truth of the matter is, most of them own some of everything because they're really, really, really rich. So every time I've written copy for Get Rich in Real Estate Guys, I've used the fact that over 450 of the 500 richest people in the world are real estate investors. Now, the implication of that is that they got to be one of the 500 richest people in the world by investing in real. I didn't say that, but that's what happened inside somebody's head. Oh, if I want to be rich, I must invest in real estate. And I further stretched it because there's nothing in the profile to indicate that Sam Walton's widow is necessarily a real estate investor. I have no idea. For all I know, she rents an apartment. But Walmart owns real estate. And she owns Walmart stock. She's a real estate investor as far as I'm concerned. But if I want to do it for stock trading, or I want to do it for commodities, I can use the same list. Even if you wanted to do, I've never tried to do it, but if you want to do collector cars, I'm going to bet you, if you Facebooked and Googled those 500 people, you're going to find a huge number of them own some collector cars. They may not be trading in them, but I'll bet you they got them. I have not been asked to. So there's a lot of this kind of proof. And there's the the weasel language number two. So Arizona State University, it's either Arizona State University or University of Arizona, it's one or the other. ASU joke. How do you get a co-ed into your car? Slow down. So it's either ASU, it's the number one party school in America, if you weren't aware. It's rated, I think it's 12, 14, 15 years going on now by Playboy. It's the number one party school in America. So if any of you are paying to have your kids go to ASU, they're learning the 367 sexual positions is what they're learning. So they're running a radio commercial, whichever one of them it is. They're running a radio commercial for their online university that says over 85% of our graduates are recruited within 90 days. Now, here's what most people think that means, because they don't know academic speak. Most people think that means they got a job. No, it means they got a job interview. By the way, if we did it commercially, if you pulled that with Trump you would get a very different reaction from the regulators than pulling it for Arizona State University. But that's what it means in academic speak. You're recruited if you got brought in for an interview. So 85% of their graduates got a job interview someplace. I mean, you know, they filled out an app at Panera Bread and the person sat down and talked to them. Boom, they are recruited. That's what that meant. But the 85% stat sounds really good, which, by the way, tells me the got hired stat's probably pretty low, or they'd be using that stat. So they're using the stat that is most favorable. The minute people hear what appears to be a big number, 2 million, doesn't matter the context. 85%, doesn't matter the context. Right? The minute people hear what feels to them to be a big number, they believe a thing is more real than if they hear a small number or no number at all. So when you think about how to numerically and statistically express whatever it is that you do, whatever it is that you're selling, whatever you're trying to convince somebody of, you want, so look at the arguments Bernie Sanders has been making. So he's losing every which way you can lose, right? You can't, there's no way, so total vote count, losing, right? Total number of delegates, losing. Total number of states, losing. What's his argument? Momentum, right? So he's like a stock picker guy. In this window of time, I've gained X, therefore, and it's a big number, right? So big numbers affect people out of context. And you want to look for the big number way to express what it is that you do. And if they hear like 5 or 6 big numbers, boom, 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 they're gone. They just assume you're it. So Proactive has been for a decade now the number one selling acne brand in America. Now, what does that mean? Well, it actually doesn't mean much. It means my friends at Guthy-Renker are pretty good at selling acne glop. Doesn't really speak to the quality of the glop or the effectiveness of the glop. It actually speaks to the effectiveness of the people selling the glop. A meaningful stat would be what percentage reordered. That would actually tell you something about the glop. And by the way, and a real stat would tell you something, how many people have stayed on it for 6 months or longer. That would really tell you something. There's a reason, by the way, you never see those stats used in any advertising for Proactive. But leading brand, Next thing about leading brand, if you put it in context, to know what that means, you would have to know how many brands there are dividing up the market. Because just as was the case with Trump, if there hadn't been 16 other candidates, this primary process would have looked very different than it looked with 16 other candidates. In a two-brand head-to-head, I don't know that Proactive would win. In a three-active head-to-head, I don't know that they would win. But up against 300 and some odd brands, dividing up the